Humans have been making knives for a very long time. It's a skill that connects us to our past. It's also really cool to make something with your hands. Knife making is about taking raw materials and turning them into something useful and beautiful. It's hard work, but it's also very rewarding. There's something special about holding a knife you made. It's a tool that you created and it represents your skill and effort. Every time you use it, you'll remember the process of making it. And that's what makes knife making so much fun. It's a process that requires patience, skill, and a lot of heat. But the end result is something truly special. A knife that is both beautiful and functional. A testament to the enduring human spirit of creation. We're going to try something different. We're going to forge a knife from 350 razor blades. That's right, 350 razor blades. It sounds crazy, but that's what makes it so exciting. We're pushing the limits of what's possible. Razor blades are made from steel, so we can definitely forge them together. But it's going to be a challenge. They are thin and brittle. This means we have to be very careful when we heat them up. We don't want them to crack or break. This project is going to be a real test of our skills. But we're up for the challenge. We're going to take these razor blades and turn them into something amazing. Forging a knife requires the right tools. Without them, the process becomes not only difficult but nearly impossible. It's like having the right ingredients for a recipe. Just as a chef needs fresh, quality ingredients to create a delicious dish, a blacksmith needs specific tools to craft a perfect knife. You need a forge to heat the metal. This is where the transformation begins. This is basically a really hot oven. The forge's intense heat is crucial for making the metal malleable. We're talking thousands of degrees Fahrenheit. Such high temperatures are necessary to soften the steel. The forge gets the steel hot enough to shape. At this stage, the metal is glowing red hot and ready for the next step. You also need an anvil. This is where the real work happens. This is a big, heavy block of metal. It provides a sturdy surface for hammering. It's what you use to hammer the steel on. The anvil's solid surface is essential for shaping the metal. We're going to be hitting the steel a lot, so we need a solid surface. The repeated hammering helps to refine the shape and structure of the blade. Then there are the hammers. Each hammer has a specific purpose. You need different sizes and shapes for different tasks. Some are for heavy-duty work, while others are for more delicate shaping. Some hammers are for shaping the blade. These hammers help to form the basic outline of the knife. Others are for drawing out the metal and making it thinner. This process is crucial for achieving the desired thickness and length, and of course we'll need tongs. These are essential for handling the hot metal safely. You don't want to touch hot steel with your bare hands. Safety gear is essential. Without it, the risk of injury is high. We'll be wearing safety glasses, a leather apron, and gloves. These items protect us from burns and other injuries. These will protect us from the heat and sparks. Safety is always a priority in the workshop. Section 4, From Blades to Billet, the forging begins. In this section we will take you through the meticulous process of transforming simple razor blades into a solid billet of steel, ready for further forging. The first step is to prepare our razor blades. This involves gathering a sufficient number of blades to create a substantial billet. We need to clean them and remove any coatings. This is crucial because any residue or coating can interfere with the forging process. We don't want anything in the forge that could create harmful fumes. Safety is paramount, so wearing protective gear is essential during this step. Once the blades are clean, we can start stacking them. This step requires precision to ensure the blades are aligned correctly. We're going to stack these blades in a tight bundle. The tighter the stack, the better the fusion during heating. This will help them to fuse together when we heat them up. Proper stacking is key to achieving a strong billet. We'll secure the bundle with wire. This ensures that the blades remain in place throughout the heating process. This will keep the blades from falling apart when we're moving them around. It's important to use a wire that can withstand high temperatures. Now it's time to fire up the forge. The forge needs to reach a very high temperature to make the steel malleable. We need to get the steel hot enough to become malleable. This is typically around 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit. We're aiming for a bright orange color which indicates welding heat. At this temperature, the steel is ready to fuse. This is when the steel is hot enough to stick to itself. The glowing orange color is a visual cue that the metal is at the right temperature. We carefully place the bundle of blades into the forge. It's important to handle the bundle with care to maintain its structure. We'll heat it slowly and evenly. Uneven heating can cause weak spots in the billet. We don't want to heat one part too quickly. Consistent heating ensures a uniform structure in the final billet. As the steel heats up, it will start to glow red. This is a sign that the metal is reaching the necessary temperature. Once it reaches welding heat, we'll take it out of the forge. The next steps will involve hammering and shaping the billet. Section 5. Trial by Fire Challenges and Triumphs. This is where the real work begins. The blacksmith's journey is filled with both challenges and triumphs, each step requiring precision and skill. We have to work quickly. The metal is at its most malleable when it's hot, and every second counts. The steel cools down fast. If it cools too much, it becomes difficult to shape and can even crack. We need to hammer it while it's still hot. The intensity of the work is palpable, and the stakes are high. The first few hammer blows are crucial. They set the foundation for the entire piece, ensuring the metal bonds properly. They help to fuse the blades together. This initial fusion is vital for the strength and integrity of the final product. We'll flip and rotate the bundle. This ensures that the heat is evenly distributed throughout the metal. This ensures even heating and forging. Uneven heating can lead to weak spots in the metal, which can be disastrous. We're essentially welding 350 layers of steel together. Each layer adds to the strength and durability of the final piece. One of the biggest challenges is avoiding cold shuts. These are areas where the steel doesn't fully bond, creating weak points. These are areas where the steel doesn't fully bond. It's like a hidden flaw that can compromise the entire structure. It's like a weak link in a chain. One small flaw can lead to catastrophic failure. We have to make sure the steel is hot enough and that we're hammering it with enough force. The right balance is key to success. As we hammer the steel, it starts to take shape. Each blow brings us closer to the final form. It's amazing to see the transformation. From raw material to a finely crafted piece, the journey is truly remarkable. We started with a pile of razor blades, and now we have a solid piece of steel. The process is challenging, but the triumph is worth every effort. Section 6. A testament to craftsmanship, the finished blade. After hours of work, we have a blade. It's rough around the edges, but it's definitely a blade. We still have a lot of work to do. We need to grind down the blade. We'll use a belt grinder to shape the blade and give it a sharp edge. Then we need to heat treat the blade. This involves heating it up again, and then rapidly cooling it in oil. This makes the steel harder and more durable. Finally, we need to sharpen the blade. We'll use a series of sharpening stones to give it a razor-sharp edge. We attach a handle. We could use wood, bone, or even metal. The handle is not just for looks, it's also about function. It has to feel good in your hand. Section 7. The enduring spirit of creation. We've done it. We forged a knife from 350 razor blades. It was a long and challenging process, but it was worth it. We learned a lot and we created something truly unique. This knife is more than just a tool. It's a symbol of what's possible when we combine creativity, skill, and hard work. It's a reminder that we can create anything we set our minds to. The process of making this knife was a journey. It was a journey of discovery and learning. And it's a journey that we'll never forget. So, the next time you see a knife, take a moment to appreciate the craftsmanship that went into making it. Because behind every blade, there's a story to tell.